down. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live on this Monday morning. I had a great weekend. Oh my God. Happy Mother's Day again to all my mothers. Let me tell y'all something. This was one of my, it was a landmark Mother's Day for me. There's just a lot of emotions going on with me. You know, my mom's not here. She's an ancestor now. And, but great woman. Got a video of I think Jalen Rose breaking down about his mom. But shout out to especially you, all of you women on the Chop Shop. Let me tell you something, and you mothers, and even if you're a woman without a kid, you might be a godmother. You've did so much for other people's kids. So you're a mother too, you know, and you got a womb. So you let me tell you something. It just ain't your time yet. So it's great weekend, man. I just so much stuff. I got a chance to before I tell you what I had a chance to do this weekend with Mother's Day, let's announce the starting five. And our starting five are the five people we affectionately call the starting five because they are the five people that signed on to the Chop Shop feed. And we have Jeremy Davis, Rod Wells, Mindy Collins, Thaddeus Moody, and it was the Alex Costero. Yes, and my sixth person of the day is Kim Jackson. Happy Mother's Day to all of y'all, man. I mean, I thought about y'all all weekend. I got the privilege of, instead of taking all of the women in my sphere of influence, instead of taking them all to out to eat to a crowded restaurant, I decided to cook. I actually cook. Matter of fact, Chris Walker's in town, y'all, and I decided, let me see who's all on the Facebook feed before I make sure ain't nobody saying nothing. Hey, Tammy, I cook for everybody, sisters, all that. So I what else? And Chris Walker had called me, and I put him on FaceTime, and he told me, man, you know you done had somebody. There's a chef in the background somewhere. See, y'all, think about this, y'all. He couldn't have said, Robert, man, you're in there cooking. I guess it was looking so good to him. He had to say, that's what he said. Man, it had to be a chef. Cook. It had to be a chef. But I got a chance to cook for them, and I thought about y'all. Let me tell y'all, mamas. My mama used to always say, Landon and Franklin, man, I've been on my foot all day. I've been on my feet all day cooking, man. I'm tired. You know, when your mama used to finish cooking, then she don't want nothing to eat. I felt that way yesterday. Uh, I understand your mamas. I understand. Y'all, I got to show you my little spread now. I took a picture of the little spread. Hold up, that's not it. That's not it. I took a picture of my little spread. I think I did. Hold on. Let me see. I set it up. I set it up for them girls. Oh, I set it out there for them. That's a Parmesan corn. We got salmon down there. We got the lobster. You see, I got the lobster up there for them. Had the garlic baked potatoes slices. What else had? Macaroni. What's it? Lobster macaroni and cheese and asparagus. Yeah, I did that thing yesterday. Chris, hey, and y'all, if Chris come on the show today, man, he was hating on me. Yes, I dabble in my mom used to own restaurants in Memphis, so you know I grew up just peeking. I never thought I was gonna cook. I just grew up kick. I'm very domesticated. I like to wash dishes and stuff like that. I like to clean sometimes. And yeah, that happen. And then guess what? Guess what else I get for Mother's Day? Get look, one of our. Hey, hold up, I got another pick for you. I get this in my mailbox. That's Mindy. That's Mindy Collins got her Chop Shop shirt on Mother's Day. So let me tell y'all something, man. You think I didn't have a great day? What's up, Brandy? Yeah, Brandy. Let me tell you something. Brandy, what you know how I am, Brandy. I said, no, y'all we ain't going out to no restaurant. We ain't going out to no restaurant now. All of y'all know. And I cooked them dinner, Brandy. It was cool. I really had a great time. I felt good about it. I was tired though. I didn't realize cooking all that food for that many people, it gets you tired. So but so I my hats off to all the women who have to be in a all the men who have to be in a kitchen cooking. Man, I got a newfound respect for you. I'm talking about, especially when you're cooking for a lot of people. And so what else I had for you? Did y'all see the video? They got a tiger was loose. Uh and man, so I'm always good. Hey Matt, they had a tiger loose in the neighborhood down here. Not in my neighborhood, Matt. Matt, hold up. I think I got to show y'all this, man. This is I hope. Yeah, here it is. Y'all got
Well, guys, what's alarming is right now we don't know where exactly this tiger is. Neighbors say the big cat's owner put it in an SUV and took off shortly after it was found here in this neighborhood. In fact, that yard you see there is one of the spots where that tiger was seen lurking around. Now, fortunately, no one was hurt, but as you might imagine, it was a wild and scary situation for the folks living here.
A tiger in my neighborhood.
It's a scene straight out of a movie.
It's got a collar.
A tiger roaming loose in a neighborhood filled with homes and families. But this very real situation took place around 8 last night here on Ivy Wall Drive in West Houston.
Yeah, that's going to be a serious problem.
Oh, ears are down.
The bizarre and alarming incident caught on cam by several neighbors. In this first one, you can see the tiger wearing a collar prowling around a yard. The tiger doesn't seem fazed by people. But in this next clip, the situation gets tense. That's when a man identified as an off-duty law enforcement officer got involved. He had his gun drawn on the tiger until it appears the tiger's owner brings the animal back inside through a front door. We're told shortly after this, the person put the tiger in a vehicle and left before HPD officers arrived. Again, we don't.
This man, hey man, think about that. Could have been in your neighborhood. Man, that was a big tiger. And hey y'all, I saw your comment a minute ago, John Uri. Alpha Yo didn't send me the video. So that's why I didn't. If you don't send me the video, it's input equal output. So I don't know nothing about what the Houston Superstars did. If you don't share, you got my number, John Uri, and if you don't tag me and post me in it, I'm not gonna do it. So y'all just what else I had? I'm just watching stuff. Keith Fobb, I got that information I'm gonna send to you. Shout out to the Anthony Lawrence election and Keith Fobb. I got all the information. I had to compile it so I can send it to you, Keith Fobb. And shout out and thank you to Coach Woods. Coach Woods, Stephen Woods, man. And a shout out to Alpha Yo. He said I was right about 13. I happened to go by a 13 restaurant this week. I took Chris Walker by there. You got to understand, if you ever know Chris Walker is one of the hardest people in the world to please. He enjoyed the place thoroughly. That's a different dining experience, a different atmosphere. We sit out on the patio and for hours, just talking. And a lady came up, and somehow the Chop Shop came about, and she said, "I know what the Chop Shop is." A person that's a friend of mine is always sharing it, and it comes up on my timeline. I'm not a sports person, but I know what the Chop Shop is. I know it's a sports talk show. And it's just so unique. And then she told me it was Stephen Woods. And shout out to Stephen Woods, man, for appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate you, man. That's why right now, do me a favor, just share the show. And if you're on YouTube, like it, and I don't know if you can share it on YouTube, but make sure. I want us to get intentional about making sure I'm gonna have a campaign. We're gonna race to 1,000. The Chop Shop gonna race to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We about 200 and some away. Let's race to that right now, so our impact around the world can be felt and a lot better. What else I got? Yes, 13. He said got it rocking over there. Man, 13. Yes. 13 is a great atmosphere for all people. I'm telling you, those guys got a heck of a concept over there, and it's just unbelievable. The restaurant, it's just unbelievable. You can do so much stuff. You know, somebody come in there, you know, and see this, and let me explain this to you, because somebody said something. I'm gonna show you, but I know you can't please everybody, right? Man, that's a hookah bar. No, they got a compartment and an outside patio. If you want to go in a hookah, you can go. But the restaurant side of it is completely, totally different. Then you got a base, go downstairs, and it's got a whole a nightclub type atmosphere with a bowling alley in it. I don't mean to be giving them no commercial today for free, but I really, really thank you, Coach Woods, because a person came up and said, Chop Shop. Yes, I know about the Chop Shop, because Coach Woods shared the show. See what happens, y'all, when y'all share the show. And I know everybody I don't want everybody to know my business, what I be doing. I understand that. Yeah, but Alfio, it's too late to text me that mess now. I do it tomorrow. Alfio, do me a favor, text it to me in a file. Okay? Text it to me in a file. I don't like to go steal people's stuff off of YouTube. I want it to be text it to me. I'll send it to me in a file where I can put it in the system. Okay? I don't go straight from YouTube. You got to realize we own YouTube, so I got to watch what I do. I try to do this stuff the right way. So what else I had? So you're sending it to me now. Okay. Let's see. Got a question. How many of y'all thought about this? How many of y'all did your mom influence your love for sports? I'm just curious. How many of y'all did, because it's Mother's Day this weekend. And I'm just curious about how many people moms influenced them in their love for sports. Just curious. Then I want to shout out to thank you, Trey Phillip, for sending me this. I saw somewhere a guy named Dane Blayton. Dane Blayton. And a former Olympic gold medalist, is in his second season as head coach of USC beach volleyball program. And the reason I said this, he is black. And Trey just said, he said, man, I was watching the NCAA beach volleyball championship. You must have been bored this weekend, Trey. Yesterday, and a black man led the USC team to the championship, and he had only one black female on all three of the teams that were competing: Loyola Marymount, UCLA, and USC. And it's crazy. It's unbelievable. Hey, Stephanie, I just want to know, Stephanie, I got a question for you. Sonya Bill, who mom? He said, mine did. She did it in all sports. See, Franklin Paul mom influenced them. What other people had moms that influenced them in their love for sports? Not to play sports, in their love for sports. Mom used to watch the game. Mom used to did this. You follow me? And Stephanie, I'm glad you on here, Steph. What's up, Kevin? Kevin Allen, I saw you, baby, but you know I'm in my I'm in my I'm in my monologue phase right now. But shout out to everybody. I see your names popping up. I see Troy Callahan. I see Brad Austin, Landon, Rod Wells is back in town. Let me see who else. Sonya Billings. I got you, Kevin Freidman. I see you. Had appreciate the kind words about yes. I'll tell you later, Coach Woods. But I got a question for y'all parents. A lot of summer basketball. Yeah, we can't start the damn show off without John Uhrig come talking about the Houston Superstar. So I got a question for y'all parents. If your kids are not cutting the mustard academically, are you still allowing them to play sports? I'm going to leave that there. If your kids are not cutting, because we in a hurry to watch the highlights and everybody's sending me this, but I want this question answered. If you can, you know, if you not man, I had a long talk with Chris Walker this weekend, man. It's just, man, the man had my head racing about this industry that all of us love, and this summer basketball industry, y'all. Man, let me tell you something. I know for a fact all y'all ain't gonna wake up. I know for a fact. But boy, if a lot of us wake up, we can change this thing. It's just, but I want to know, if your kids are not cutting the mustard, are you still allowing them to play? Just curious. Landon said they definitely are. Landon, speak for yourself now, Landon. Lead it, stay out of these other folks' business. Speak for yourself. Kelton said no. Then somebody said heck no. Hold up, I don't know what I just hit some. Oh, it just popped up on the screen. I hope y'all didn't see it. Kelton said heck no. Tamika said heck no. There you go. See? And Mandy said, no, sir, not allowing my kids to play. Okay, Landon said, okay, that's Landon. Definitely not Stephanie. Thank you, Steph. I'm just trying to figure it out, y'all, because I'm just hearing some stuff. You know, guys are ranked high in a city and don't have a scholarship because they don't have grades. What the, Stephanie? Help me with this, sweetie. Help me with this. What's the hell good for your son being ranked? And it's just us talking. I'm a parent. I don't have the basketball gurus and all these people. It's just us talking right now. It's just us talking. What's the use to having them ranked, Akisa? If the dads can't go to college, no way. I think, they can get junior college. You're right. Right. I just, yeah. I'm just asking a question, man. Landon said, I'm a school teacher. Thank you, Landon. But Landon, you're a school teacher. Everybody's not a school teacher. My mama wasn't no school teacher. But she beat yes, she didn't play that. If a kid can't make the grade, he can't play sports. Books before sports. Gotcha. I'm just asking, man, because if you're letting your child fail and play, what message are you sending to your child? I'm just curious about this because there's a lot of it. And some of these people, y'all friends. Some of these people y'all hang out with. Brandon said, but there could be others. Oh, see, here we go. There could be other circumstances that may affect the grade. One year, my son didn't have a teacher, only to long-term sub, and his grades dropped. Okay. But Brandy, what were you doing to supplement where the teacher was falling off? See, y'all, I told y'all this is a collective we in. We should all be helping each other. So when the teacher dropped off, because y'all got to understand, these teachers, he didn't have a teacher, long-term sub. So what? Brandy, No, sweetie. No. That ain't no excuse. No. We got to step up then. We got to go get help. I understand, but we got to go get help. That man said I got on some Nike golf gear. Man, you nosy. Yeah. I mean, y'all, listen to me, man. Y'all don't understand. Sometimes we have guests come on this show and they talk politically correct. But then when I get them somewhere alone, hey, man, parents, we all we got. Y'all can get mad at me all you want, but I'm always fighting for your parents. We all we got, parents. We got to build a collective where we help each other. We got some smart people on this Facebook feed, on that YouTube feed. All of y'all reach out and talk to each other and talk about other stuff on here. We can reach out and say, look, so-and-so, who is great at this subject? Who is great? Because my son is struggling in this subject. We got to take advantage instead of just coming on here, running out, putting up comments so people can say you the super commenter. We got to figure out a way to use this platform to help each other. When I bring guests on here and Walter Yates play around with them, I want y'all to be able to eat healthy. Wasn't that for me? I'm already eating healthy. We got to learn, Brittany. I ain't talking about no. Hold on. Let me get, because rankings, being elite, or being around that environment, being on somebody's mixtape, and Twitter is more important than grades. Brittany, I don't know if you watched the show the other day. Brittany, I'm gonna put that on the screen so everybody can see that on both platforms. Brittany says because rankings, being elite, or being around the environment. I know all of that. I know it's absolutely no excuse to be failing. But once again, the ranking is more important than let me put you back up there. You came off the screen. I don't keep it up there for 10 seconds. Now you're going to be a little Billy. Okay, I got you. But guess what, Brandy? We got the power to change that. This is social media also. So guess what? Why don't we glorify it on this show? Brittany. I'm sorry, Brittany. Brittany, that's my daughter's name. I don't know how I got that. Oh my God, she gonna kill me. Brittany. I understand that, Brittany. Brittany, why can't we make being smart cool again? Let's make it fast. That's why I always talk about it on the show. Not just because my son went to Ivy League school, because I want your son to go. He already done. He has been accepted into Harvard Business School and Harvard Law School. All he got to do is choose to go. We're not talking about, I want your son to be able to do that. It ain't enough for just one of them. We got to have some more Barack Obamas. We got enough of LeBron James. They ain't gonna, listen, can't be but 450 NBA players. Listen, y'all, this is a good one. There is no salary cap on being a doctor or a lawyer. There is no cap. There is no there is no numbers restriction on being a lawyer. There's no number restrictions of being whatever you want to be in this community. We got the power, Brittany, to change it, to change the narrative. Brittany, I said the other day, somebody, y'all need to share this show because this is about to be good. It's like Somebody switched the price tag, Brittany, on what's important and what's valuable. Brittany, somebody that came in with these rankings and elite and all that, that's the 99-cent store stuff. But we value it like it's Neiman Marcus. Brittany, thanks for that comment, sweetie. Thank you. Alex, I see what you got up there. Alex Costero. Let me go back because I done missed some of it. Because when I get to talking, I miss some. Shaquetta said, my freshman was doing bad in school. I had to start logging into Canvas as him every day to see if he was turning in his assignments. Yes. We got to do our part. And if you don't have help, you got people on here. Now, some of people ain't just going to come on here to be nosy. We ain't worried about their ass. But we got some people on here that will help you. And the reason I'm saying this is because they done told me this. Thank you. Crystal said no pass, no play. I like that. Yes, yeah. Paul, we got super commenters. Yeah. Let me go. Paul, I heard y'all had a good time in Dallas. We're gonna talk about I know y'all can't wait. Let the basketball guru get. I don't want to repeat that stuff over and over. I got y'all. We're gonna talk about it. What else we got? Franklin Paul said the majority is raw talent. It takes a village. Thank you, Ricky Scott. I think Ricky, when I said village, that's when I talk about the collective. Remember, I'm always talking about our governance structure, how we see each other. I see our kids as being great. All of them ain't gonna be great basketball players. I know it. I've been in this business of representing these people for 30 years. I've seen some. Let me tell y'all something. And all the time, I just want your kids to get an education, to learn something. He ain't got to be no rocket science. He ain't got to be no brain surgeon. But even if he make it to that holy grail that y'all feel he gonna make at the NBA, he still got to know something because I've given y'all the numbers. 78% of professional athletes, after 2 years removed from their sport, is broke, unemployed, or divorced. And in the NFL, 92% of the black ones. See, y'all just hear about Peyton Manning, y'all hear about, and they just make a lot of bad decisions, y'all. I know some of the stuff y'all wouldn't even believe, the decisions they make, that it don't get public. And don't let them start gambling, because that's something you can't see. They go to Vegas, they go to this, they go to something you can't see. Hold up, let me see. Self-accountability, yeah, exactly. Good afternoon, Paul. I'm just trying to go down and catch up on my see who was since we having a conversation. It's easy to get a scholarship for grades in basketball. And we've been saying that on this show for 5 years. But listen to me, y'all. And this is what y'all don't understand. I love basketball like y'all do. I love my son playing like y'all do. What's up, Mike Milstead? Educator. We can't, let me tell y'all something. We can't keep doing the same old stuff and expect different results. Yo, we got some precious, brilliant kids that's got to understand it's more to life than I'm elite. I'm elite basketball player. See, you got to realize there's a lot of grown folks too, because their identity is caught up in these kids' success. You know, and some people do it in just haphazardly. Some people just, man, they caught up. I'm watching them gyms were packed still in a pandemic. I know one person ain't been up in that gym. And you looking at it. I watch Baller TV though. I watch little Baller TV, and they got a little better. Tell Baller TV they got a little better this weekend. But it's just so much stuff. Y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break. But I got some more stuff I want to share with the parents. And got some more stuff, man. It's just some stuff I seen over the weekend. And yes, we're gonna have, believe you me, we're gonna have a lot of summer basketball stuff. Yes. But I'm gonna take a one person ain't in the gym. That's right. I'm not in there, Paul. But let me see what I got. Let me see what I got for you. I got a couple of things for you. But Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute. Okay. Hold. Wait a minute. Don't turn that down. What did you say? Don't turn that down. We'll be right back.
You know, Jalen, I know this can't be an easy Mother's Day for you. And Mama Rose obviously gave you the name because it was a superpower, but I want you to know that you are our superhero.
Thank you.
And you mean everything to us.
Thank you.
But it's just a special moment in time that we wanted to be able to honor your mom.
Thank you. And I'm really just forever grateful for the acknowledgement of my mother and her legacy. You know, this is the first time in my life that I didn't have my mother and grandmother on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Man, and it's been tough. It's really been tough for me and my family. But I'm gonna be strong though. You know, I got a lot of people that rely on me, a lot of people that love me, a lot of people that believe in me. So I'm gonna represent. And Mom, I'm gonna make you proud. You know, like, we fell in love with basketball together. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father played in the league, and to not know him, she was like, you gonna make it. You gonna get us out the hood. I promise you. And I was like, I'm gonna do it, Mom. And I did it. And we did it.
You did it. You did it.
And where was Jalen Rose this week honoring his mother? In
Giving out
Detroit,
vaccinations.
helping people get vaccinated in his hometown the way he is there all the time at the Jalen Rose Academy. No one gives back to that city and that community the way Jalen Rose does.
Thank you.
You are a living, breathing monument of your mom, of Jeannie Rose. You are everything that she represents. You are everything that she ever wanted, and you're carrying on the legacy every day. We love you and we appreciate you.
I love you too.
We love you so much.
Appreciate you guys. You mean a lot to me. Like, she had 2 kids when she graduated from high school, you know? And we supposed to be a statistic, you know what I'm saying? And she told me, you know, I used to sign Dr. J as my autographs when I was little, and people was laughing at me and was teasing me. And she was like, you gonna make it. You is Dr. J. But she was like, but you ain't never better than Magic. That's what she always told me. She loved Magic, you know, for real. And that's how she motivated me. She's like, you can be whatever, but you ain't gonna never be better than Magic. And that was the thing that we used to always joke about. And it's really tough, and I'm just happy that the name Jalen is going to carry our legacy, carry her legacy. That's really important to me. Losing her like 90 days ago and losing my grandma, I'm just happy that that name is going to carry on her legacy. So I appreciate you guys very much.
You're a statistic and a testament to greatness, and honestly, we honor every single mother, but specifically Mama Rose.
Happy Mother's Day.
On today's Mother's Day. We'll be back with more.
Wow. Let me tell y'all something. You know what I noticed out of that more than anything? How that young black woman got up, came over there, and comforted Jalen Rose. Talking about Maria Taylor. Did y'all see that? Then Woj added something to it to take the camera off of Jalen. He added that. How did he talk about his mom's legacy? He went up trying to get people vaccinated. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. This is the importance of having a Maria Taylor on a show like that. All women wouldn't have went over there and comforted him. That sister went over there and she remember I keep telling you what we mean to each other. What we mean to each other. See, a lot of us be worried about what we mean to them. No. The governance structure. That's the social structure. How we look to them and what we mean to them. But the governance structure is what we mean to each other. And I'm gonna keep, and guess what? I'm gonna keep talking about it until we get it, man. Saw some unique things happen over the weekend, man. I got to share y'all. Yeah, that kind of, think about my mom. That's an ancestor. Thinking about Mindy's sister. Used to come to all the games to see her nephew Cameron. This is Mindy's first Mother's Day without her sister. Young, beautiful, vibrant woman. This clown, just with a 7-year-old son, this clown shoots her. But y'all, this day in history, man, in 1837, a politician called P.S.B. Pinchback was born. He was the 24th governor of Louisiana and the first African-American to become the governor of a U.S. state. Chris Walker talked about how many of y'all knew how many governors. I gave y'all one of them right there. His name, P.B.S. Pinchback. He was born on this day, the 24th governor of Louisiana and the first African-American to be governor of the U.S. Just giving a little history. I saw this tweet yesterday, y'all. Somebody said, the older I get, and this is not good for sports fans, he said, the older I get, the less I worry about my favorite sports team's success and more about my own. Interesting. Over the weekend, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who just came on. I said it again, happy Mother's Day again. Love my mothers. Doug say he reached out to Seth Jones, his first day. Oh, that's right, his mama passed. A young fella that they didn't give the wasn't allowed to play at Dickinson. We told that story here. But y'all, I saw something yesterday. Doug, I didn't see you tweet about it. I didn't see nobody tweet about it. But I know you were tied up in you were doing what you were doing this weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, I saw something that was different. The Allen Iverson Classic, right? The top point guard in the class of 2021 is a young lady named Raven Johnson. She was making history this weekend, becoming the first young woman to ever integrate a men's All-American basketball game. So if they ain't tweeting about it, I'm going to talk about it. She was Raven Johnson, I think from Atlanta. She's headed to, guess where she's going to play college basketball at? South Carolina Gamecocks under Don Staley. She got the loudest ovation at the Iverson Classic. Oh, I got video. I'm going to show you in a minute. But a unique thing about it, Chuck McGowan, last year, Diamond Johnson from Philly had got an invitation last year to play in the game, but she could not due to the shutdown. So young Raven, y'all got to see her, man. Chuck says she a monster. Chuck, thank you, Chuck. Let me play some little Raven. Coach Jalen had me crying a minute ago. Let me give you some of Raven's personality. This Raven Johnson, y'all. Check this out. Hold up. Here we go.
Oh, it's very fun. Learning from one of the top of the top for the boys means a lot. And then this representing for the girls means a lot for me that I can say that girls can do the same as the boys, and we should get the same privileges as the boys or have camps and the same publicity as the boys. Well, like going into my freshman year, when I came to my freshman year, I said that I want to win 4 state championships for Coach Haynes and the seniors, which everyone knows I said that. Then my 4th year, just winning the Geico Nationals, because my first year we lost it my first year, and after that trip it was, you don't even want to hear that story. It was very devastating, but just winning it my senior year, the Geico National means a lot, that we put the Peach State on the map, that, you know, some of the best top hoopers come out of the Peach State. And yeah, then winning the 4 state championship. Really, it's a few boys out here from the Peach State. Really, that means
Get to your feet, please. This is going to be the only time, please. One time, please. All the music, please. This right here is history. The first girl to play on all boys, all American game. The #1 girl in her class. 4-time Georgia champ. 2021 Dick's National champ. And the South Carolina, number 24, Raven Johnson. Team loyalty is co-star.
That's hard. Queen. Queen. That's that mama mentality that everybody talking about. That's that mama cedar mentality right there. That everybody talk about. That everybody, they want it. But only a select few got it. You got it. Just for your heart, just to come in here and do this. These the best of the best. Right here. It's the best of the best. But as a woman, they was playing against the best of the best. You know what I mean? So took a lot of heart. You taking big steps. For sure.
Yeah, that blew me away. You know, I didn't want to be long. That blew me away. That was my highlight. Women, think about this. Mother's Day weekend, that blew me away. And they said she is, they said she can ball. I'm hearing all the guys on here, but Allen Iverson sit up there and he said, "Baby, that's the true you got the Mambacita mentality." And I mean, it's just, man. I mean, Chuck McGowan and Trey Phillips, I know you guys should be so proud of that, man. I sit up here and saw that, and I said, "Wow, I didn't know." I mean, I didn't know nothing about this young lady, and she made history, being the first young lady. They call her a woman in the thing, but she's a girls basketball now. She's still girls basketball until she go to college. Then that's women's basketball. She's still a little girl, and I don't want people to call her a woman because no, not right now, not right now. She's a girl, and very proud of her, Raven. Oh my God, I would love to meet her one day. Love to meet her. Love to have her on the Chop Shop if anybody has that number. But you know what's so unique? I saw something else. Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all Jimmy coming on in a second. But I saw a little video and I was gonna play it for you, but the beat in the background was copyrighted. So you know what I do when I hear the beat, I put on Shazam. You know, if Shazam would tell you whether or not it's copyrighted. You follow me? So I can't play it on the show live. I can play it later sometime, but I can't play it live. So, But this guy talked about young cat was talking about AAU basketball, and y'all might have seen it. And he was talking about the most dangerous. Oh, oh my God! I cannot believe who's that. Hey y'all, we got a celebrity in the building. Zazie Clever now is in the building right now, but he's on the YouTube feed though. But he was talking about, he had been making a joke about, and y'all, I want y'all to have y'all comments about this. He's talking about the most dangerous AAU teams. If you play one of these teams, you're going to have a long, silent ride home in the car. And he gave some music was playing in the background. Little young kid. He said, an all-black team with no big men. They pressed the whole game. He said, you are not going to get any fouls. And he said they drink Red Bull on the sideline instead of Gatorade. I mean, this was all a parody, but he was talking about. Then he said, you got those ringers. Said nobody on the team is the right age. And for some reason, nobody asked for their birth certificate. It was great. Oh, Wesley Yates said he saw it. And Wesley, I wanted to play it, but I'm going to give you information because he was accurate. Then they said they have the team with the superstar on it, right? Then they had LeBron in the screen, LeBron James son. He said, wait a minute, at least you know there will be coaches and cameras at this game, right? In attendance, but none of them going to be looking at you. Oh, he was really telling the truth on that. He said, then you got the all-white AAU team. You look across in the layup line and you say, oh, we got this game easy. But somehow in the first half, you down by 30. I mean, they done hit 33s on you and you're down by 100. Hey, man, I'll never forget the group. What's the group from Utah? The Utah Stars or Utah something? I seen them run somebody out of gym before. And it's unbelievable. But I thought about that today when I thought about y'all. I was thinking about, we got media. We got great tournaments. We got a lot of people, because I know Jimmy about to come on. We got a lot of, a lot of stuff went on this weekend. I think they had a big tournament in Dallas. They had some guys went out of town. Matter of fact, to all the Utah prospects. Thank you, Doug. But I saw something, y'all, and I think I put it in here for you. We got a lot of parents who always tell me, well, we always talk about the people who hit the points and the people. Parents, guess what I saw this weekend? And that's why I'm putting it on the show. This for y'all, all you parents who say, well, he don't put my son on it because he don't hit all these points. He don't hit all this point. They got a kid that's got a mixtape, nothing but block shots. Let me show it to you in case you didn't know it. Doug Jones, that's one young kid I want to meet. Terrence Arsenault. Let me explain something to y'all. This man had a highlight tape of nothing but blocks. I don't know about y'all because I don't look at a lot of highlight tapes, but I haven't never seen that one. I never seen that one. Did y'all see him get down in a defense? How tall is Terrence Arsenault? I thought he was 6'7". He down in a stance, sitting down on a guard. Franklin Paul, could y'all help me? Could somebody help me? To all of you parents, but they don't play if you don't score a lot of points, man, I ain't see a point scored on that video. How tall is he, y'all? Is he 6'7"? Unbelievable. Let me tell you something. When you ball, you get the call, parents. Let me show you something. He got beat a couple of times by the guard and recovered and threw his shit out of there. That's how I used to say it, y'all. Get that out of here. See how we got the power to change the narrative? See how we have the power to change the narrative? I just did. Y'all gonna be looking up Terrence Arsenault now. This importance, y'all, of having a platform that we control. Change our own narrative. So our kids you can say, hey, kid. Instead of showing them Stephon Curry video, look at this. Tracy, look at this. Instead of, hold on. I'm going to show you how I do. I'm going to play it again. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to that young kid. Also, state champion. Had 9, I think, blocks in the state championship game. Broke Paul Miranda's and them hard up there at the state championship. Paul, yeah, because you thought Dallas was going to get a sweep. But it's all right. Y'all can't win everything. And then spectators with no mask. You in Texas. You got a dang fool up there in Austin saying you don't have to wear a mask, Kevin Freeman. And see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the social structure. How they view you. How you view your damn self. How you view the other people around. How we view each other. All of us should have been in there in solidarity with a mask on. Just because Governor Abbott don't want you to have one on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all, we got to do better. Then I saw this tweet. Y'all got to understand. I'm checking these tweets out, Darryl Barnes. Somebody said, he said, y'all got y'all prayers answered at this state. Okay. All I did was say, thank you, Terrence Arsenault. Thank you for answering our prayers. Thank you. I saw this tweet, y'all. He said, I know. Check this out, y'all. Y'all, Paul Miranda, I'm glad you on here. I think Gary, all you media guys, what are media guys? I need y'all right now. Explain this tweet to me and help me now. I know we are not the Houston Hoops or JL3. But just in case any Houston media cares, the Defenders 16 and U will be playing in the championship in the Big Shot Global Tournament against Team United, EYBL. We got us. What that mean? Y'all want me to put it up on the screen? Or can I read it again? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, keep far. What does that mean? Y'all help me, man. I'm not listening to me. Y'all, all I'm trying to do is educate. What does it mean? I want to know what does it mean. What does it mean? Oh, Larry Field. Well, he's supposed to be talking about y'all because we talked about the Defenders on this show. I'm just trying to see. It's got to be more than that, Tiffany. He's saying that most of the attention is given to those things. And I just changed the narrative for that, Tiffany. Tiffany, most attention is given to scoring, right? Tiffany, I just played a video of a dude not making a basket. So if he want people to change the narrative of his team, don't he have to, Tiffany, don't the team got to do something to make that happen? Oh, I love that, Keith Fobb. Keith Fobb, I can't be cussing Mindy on the show. But I'm going to put it on the screen, what you said. You said everybody want to be recognized for stuff they supposed to be doing. It's sickening. Yes, you're supposed to be. Ain't that a sneaker program? You're supposed to be winning. Something. Need to respect, I'm going to tell you something. Tiffany, have I been on this show? Have I tweeted out this? Have I said on this mailbox? And I know he ain't talking about, it couldn't be talking about me. All you have to do if something is happening good in your program, if you send it to chopshophtx@gmail.com, look, I'm going to show you how thorough it is. Mindy sent me a pic of her in a Chop Shop t-shirt. Look what I did this morning. Because she gave me the input. But Jimmy always tell me, Robert, input equal output. That's why I had to ask y'all, what the hell did it mean? When you can say, I'm going to bring Jim in here. Let me bring Jim on here. There you go. When you can put out, and I'm not singling nobody. I'm just saying, this was your tweet. I know we not the Hoops or the JL3, but in case any Houston media, and Jimmy, I don't like to say it, but you put me in there, you say I'm media now. So he talking about me, cares about defenders 16 and under, will be playing in the championship game in the Big Shot Global tournament. Look, I'm talking about it right now on the show. Against Team United. I'm talking about it now. So if we're not talking about the Hoops and we're not talking about JL3, why aren't we talking about, Clyde sends me stuff on the Hoops. Somebody else sent me some on JL3. I don't think this program has ever sent me one damn thing, and I go put a search in my mailbox right now. Might have sent Jimmy some, ain't sent me nothing. So I'm just trying to come up with a solution. So guys don't have to tweet this about Houston media. I don't consider myself Houston media. But guess what? I guess I am. We shouldn't have to. Remember what I said. Maybe he don't think of us as media then. So guess what? Hold up, Jimmy. Maybe he don't think as a Chop Shop as media. That's why he don't send me the information. So remember I told you about the governance structure. Y'all ass gonna learn something. You keep on listening to me on this show. It's what we mean to each other. If the Chop Shop is media, you should be sending us information about your thing, about your program. Come on, man. It's what we mean to each other. I just played a video of nothing but a dude blocking shots. Terrence Arsenault. Show that to Lil Johnny. Because that Stephon Curry shit you showing him, listen to me. Like Chris said, I'm not a dream killer. But Lil Johnny, I don't know if he want to do what Steph be doing to be able to hit them shots. Or Dame be doing. Them dudes be almost blacking out in practice, in their workouts. They push their body so far, that little thing, they put a little guidance thing on you. They make them stop. I don't know. I don't know. So that's all, man. I mean, and y'all tell me don't get Hal to start. No. Y'all so used to been lied to all these last few years. When somebody come on here and tell you the truth, I guess I sound like a lie. Because you've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been run amok, led astray. I'm like Malcolm, I'm just trying to reel you back in, parents. Just because I don't have this docile attitude. Well, Robert, I don't talk like that. That ain't my damn personality. A fiery personality. So I just want to know, I ain't mad at nobody, but he said Houston media. And Jimmy consider me Houston media. I don't consider me, I'm just a dude on here talking. I ain't been to journalism school. I've been to school, but not journalism school. But I'm glad Larry wrote this. Because he might be talking about something that I have, and Jimmy might know. That's why he laughed. He might be talking about something that I don't even know. Jimmy, what's up, baby? How you doing? I'm gonna drink my tea. Excuse me. I just spilled the tea. I'm about to drink the tea.
I come in at the right time today on this Monday. That's what it feels like. What's going on? Shout out to my young homie, little Spencer Riley. As you guys see, I'm supporting his unit, representing my little homie on his efforts. You know, to realize now, as Chris Walker, I don't get a penny from little Spencer Riley for repping his brand. If you got a brand out there and you want it repped, think about it like this. There are some people out there that don't have half the platform of the Chop Shop. As you guys know, Nike, because of the pandemic, when they stopped last year, and we haven't even just restarted. We was sending an email. Remember, Nike sent us boxes of stuff to wear on the Chop Shop.
Yeah.
You got understand. If you have a small brand out there, it might be wise if you want send the stuff. We advertising your company for you, not charging you to wear your stuff. I understand other people are supposed to charge you. You're in the business to make money, but you have to market it. That's why people have endorsement deals. So understand that. It's giving you food for thought for some of you guys while we get back on this other topic. Now,
Jimmy, I didn't mean to go there, Jimmy.
No, I think I came at the right time. And here's the thing, because I can. This is a topic where I can kill 3, 4, 5 birds with one stone.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
And obviously, first, you want to be understood, but you're not willing to understand. Many of you out there. You guys know we have RCS Sports. And what we're going to do right now, speaking of the Houston Defenders, I'm going to show y'all something, a feature on this website called a search box that's on the front of rcssports.com. You go there, it's right there, big search box. That website, understand something. There are a lot of people that work for ESPN that I don't really like to hear them talk. There's a lot of people that on the radio ESPN don't like their ideology. Did you hear what Clay what his name used to work with Stephen A. Smith them on First Take? What his last name?
I ain't see what he said.
Will Kane. Will Kane,
yeah.
You hear what he said last week? Oh my God. We'll say that, get back to later.
Okay, get back to that because I don't like him, so I try not to listen to him.
On the website, RCS Sports.
All right. You want me to pop it up?
Yeah, you guys.
All right.
Pull it up. Now, you guys look right here. I typed in on the search bar, I typed in the word Houston Defenders. And in the past, it's May now, 2 months. On this website alone, look right here. Look here, I'm circling right here. This is how many times I've mentioned the Houston Defenders we have on the website.
Mm-hmm.
You see this? You see that, Heather? How many times they say?
I can't see that little bit of thing. It looked like 50 or 60.
50.
I ain't got my glasses with me.
50.
They
So
in another
now,
room.
if you want to search anybody's name, right? And you're curious to see, y'all, sometimes people say, well, man, they don't never show us no love. 50 different times in the past 2 months. So now here's the most recent one. The most recent one. What's today? Look, right here. See right here? That's the date. May the 9th. Another one was May the 3rd, right? I talked about one of the guys right here. He ended this recruitment, but he played with him last weekend. And then another one right here, Houston Defenders, right? So if you keep going and going, look, Houston Defenders 17U, coming headliners, feature 4 of the top 20 players in the area. Guys, I've said this numerous times before. Input equals output. The Houston Defenders know, and I really believe in my heart that the Houston Defenders was really shooting a slug at somebody else. But as you shooting at your shotgun, your buck shots, they hit RCS Sports while you're shooting at somebody else. Because when you start saying Houston media, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. People initially say, oh, he's talking about RCS Sports. Ain't mentioning that? Nah, I know that slug was not directly at RCS Sports, but you felt so pissed off. My thing is, what I learned? You got to start. You have another entity. Think about it like this: Republicans and Democrats. If you're mad at one side, you go and you start supporting the other, the one that you good with. And guess what? That's how Fox News came up. So Houston Defenders, if you see what's been happening in the slight, they're not the only one. JL3 sees it from that side of the fence as well. They see it. JL3, when they had a little run, didn't even mention their name. But guess what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. So if you're gonna you pissed off at somebody, that's the whole thing. You want selective hypocrisy. You want some people to speak out and who they're talking about, but then you want to throw innuendos, and then you lumping everybody together. Houston media. So now everybody can say that. Wait, I ain't talking about me, man. I do my job, but no. Speak on who you talking about, or at least make it a little bit more transparent. Because understand, I just gave you proof. I guarantee you go to any other website in Houston, ain't nobody mentioned Houston Defenders 50 times in the last 2 months. I can guarantee in the world, for that matter. Hell, the Houston Defenders website probably ain't mentioned Houston Defenders 50 damn times in the last 2 months. So to go to the show, you guys know it out there. If you send me intel on your program, it's just that simple. Guess what? And if I'm the doctor, I'm writing a prescription. You follow the prescription that I'm writing. It's going to work for me. I don't need to. Listen, if you're tagging me on social media, and if you got other people that's tagged in with me, understand, if I retweet what you tagging me with, then I'm also retweeting that other people that I might not want in my tweets on my Twitter line. So don't you dare expect me to retweet shit that you put me tweeted to. Get that right now. You got to understand what you're doing. I give you a like. I like you. But if somebody go and you tweet me, and you might have to send 2 tweets out, I retweet them to everything you're sending me. But I ain't retweeting you. I look around, you got me. I ain't for the market nobody else that's like that there. Some people I will. Some people I won't. And guess what? I earned the right to do this, to feel this kind of way. So now, back to anybody else out there. If you have a game, I strongly encourage you. I don't have a problem with you tagging me on social media. I'm just talking about if you're expecting me, and because a lot of you people out there keep score. Man, he ain't retweeted none of my stuff. He ain't like, some of them I might not even like it because it's going to show up like I'm liking something and somebody else. And you tagging 5 and 6 people. So once again, text me the same tweet. You can copy and paste it. Text me, email me. Email chopshophtx@gmail.com. And guess what? Then I'm gonna be at more at liberty to know that you took out the time and you want to think. Ain't nobody else gonna go and put it on their website. So that's what I want to make sure you guys understood. And it's not that complicated. It ain't that complicated at all.
That would be Jim. You know,
yes, Stacey, you now will retweet something that you tagged on.
Hold up, Jim. Jim, hold up, Jim.
But I'm
Jim,
just giving you guys the
hey,
real.
Jimmy, hold up. I got something for you before you finish. Watch this. Jim, I had to put a little Ric Flair in there for you.
Yeah, and I'm reading some of the comments. I go to YouTube, Boom Boom Room, and I see shout out to Scholar Athletes.
Yes.
And he says you can remove and only retweet the people you want to include. So really think about that. I guess you can. I don't know. Maybe you can. But you expecting me to do that type of homework on somebody to help market your kids?
I ain't doing all that.
I don't work for you.
I ain't doing all that. Because I don't know how to. I
purposely don't charge you. You want me to start charging you $500 for a tweet? I don't work for you. I work to provide platforms for you. That's a difference. I work with you. I work alongside you. I don't work for you.
Maybe I need to put that on the screen. So people say, Jimmy, when I read it, I just wanted to know what he meant. Y'all feel this guy was in his feelings for saying this? I don't think he was.
I don't. Sometimes you can read words. I really believe that Larry with the Houston Defenders was shooting some buckshots in a certain direction. But as a shotgun,
I got you. Okay.
The pellets went all different ways.
I got you.
So it hit
me
in the leg. You know what I'm saying? He was shooting. I really believe that.
I got
honestly.
I got you. My man.
And so, but then, if you don't come back and clarify it, then it lingers. So that's why I responded to it on social media immediately when you said it.
See, and guess what? I'm not in that space, y'all. I'm not in that space that they're in at some about. So I just looked at the tweet face value, and I said, I mean, he mentioned y'all don't, but I know for a fact that I've mentioned the Defenders. Defenders has been on this show before.
No, they ain't good. Like I said, I don't.
But I'm talking about
hit dogs holler. I really believe. I'm not leaving that spot. I really believe it was in good space.
I understand.
But it's just the optics of it. The optics of it looked at, in the effort to try to kind of hide behind the wall, we saw your hand come from around that wall throwing that rock. And that was the thing. So I just wanted to make sure, like I said, I'm not mad. Now I want to go sideways and address.
Okay, go sideways.
Alfio, you mentioned that the media coverage has never been, I'm sorry, not Alfio. Angel says the media coverage has never been equal. Input equals output. And people, that's like anything. Think about it like this. Early on, Phoenix Suns they were winning compared to what they were last year. People wasn't daring trying to put Chris Paul name. I mean, even on the chop shop, and how you had reason to right for so. Remember going into the All-Star break, and when we were talking about that, I said, man, Chris Paul deserved it. It's like, man, Devin Booker. I said, man, Chris Paul put it in, but then that was just my assessment at that time. And then Chris Paul said, man, them dudes in the whole feeling the hold up. Now Phoenix had the best record in the league last week. And if you take all of the feelings out of it, that's all of the recipe for an MVP candidate, for a serious MVP award. If that was your son playing at a high school team and he filling the same equation, team didn't even make the playoffs last year, go from not making the playoffs to having the best record in the league, and they basically added your son. So, man, I understand. Joel Embiid, bad boy. If Chris Paul don't get it, Joel Embiid's supposed to get it. Period.
Joel Embiid ain't played enough games.
He ain't played enough games.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't miss 25 games of a 70-game series.
Especially in the 72. in a 72 game season.
Okay.
That's like playing punk without the 8, 9, 10s.
I got a question. And I know he missed games also. But I was thinking about something. I looked at, somebody brought my attention. I looked at the Brooklyn Nets record when James was 20-something and 6. Without him, they barely treading water with those two bad dudes y'all talking about. And then the team that he left, Jimmy, is got that might get they might change the lottery thing. Said, no, y'all get the first pick. Houston getting their head tore off so bad, they might change and say, no, we ain't gonna go into no lottery. Y'all just get the first, and we're gonna give y'all the first, second, and third damn pick. The way they playing right now. And I'm sitting there saying, Jimmy, that's valuable. When you leave one place, LeBron left Cleveland, they stunk it up. But I know the story is yet to be told because he done got injured and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, Chris Paul, think about it. He left that little team. I'm gonna give the same thing with him. He left that team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jimmy, they neck and neck with the Houston Rockets this year when Chris Paul left. So they just as worse. So Chris Paul is that valuable because Phoenix ain't never won nothing, especially lately, since Steve Nash left. And so Chris Paul is a great to me, a great. I don't know why you was using this analogy, but he's a great candidate for and he hadn't been hurt, and you know he usually get hurt for MVP.
Yeah, and I mean, and Doug Jones, I see Big Doug over there, and Doug say Jokic is MVP. Well,
Zero.
And guess what? Jokic had a great season. We understand Murray got hurt, and them dudes still in. But at the same time, if Denver was in the 1 seed, 2 seed, home court advantage territory, yeah. But
good point, Chris Paul.
This shouldn't even be close right now. It shouldn't even be close right now.
If Joker was in the number 1 spot, Chris Paul.
But Chris Paul, it should be right now, and ain't but 4 or 5 games left in the season.
That man said the Rockets is tanking. Okay, yeah, they tanking.
Well, and man, we had John Lucas. We had John Lucas on a couple of times in a couple of appearances ago. He basically explained to you guys how tanking goes. You might have to go back and look at one of those shows. Tanking.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna pull your antenna up. How it goes in professional sports, and that's according to Lucas, because he was part of 3 different tanking processes. The only head coach in NBA history to be an integral part of a pawn in the chess game of tanking. And that is when upper management instructs you to basically not play or to give other players a chance because they want to showcase them as possible trade baits. Because if a kid on the bench and he play toward the end of the season, and then people are like, oh shit, that makes his value go up. Then that can help you probably lure some other candidates or people. Well, that's what happens. It's not like a coach is trying to lose. It's the upper management sometimes more often than not will put that coach at a supreme disadvantage with the personnel he has to play with the hand you are dealt with. They dealing from the bottom and the top. You know what I'm saying? They peeking at the card and oh, that's an ace. I'm gonna deal me first. I see the ace coming. I know an ace at the bottom on the cut. I'm gonna slip that ace down and maybe I go to backwards and the side. That's what they do. That's what they do. Not saying, and guess what? And it works out for the Rockets. We're in the Cade Cunningham sweepstakes. What do you expect them to do? If they were in the playoffs.
I was just bringing up the value of James Harden. I just bring up
the value of Harden at number 13, who is AKA number 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the Brooklyn Nets record without him versus without Kevin Durant or without Kyrie Irving.
Big difference.
Now he would have possibly been an MVP.
Yeah, he had a shot.
But the same shot that cancels him out cancels LeBron James out, cancels Joel Embiid out, cancels really Kyrie Irving out, and James
Kyrie
Harden.
Irving, hell no.
Well, Kyrie Irving early on. Kyrie Irving been
but now he started missing games. But they gonna be mad at him for missing games.
That's what I'm saying. The same reason.
Right.
Same reason. And guess what? Steph Curry gets a grand amount of appreciation for this was a team that what he did with this team. Think about it. Without 2 starters. And I ain't counting Clay. Steph Curry has made it fun to watch Golden State this in a year that was supposed to be one they're just taking one for the team and maybe just going to get them a ball as well. Hell, you might well get a ball.
Shit,
you might
he's valuable. That's valuable. But they ain't winning. Yes.
But now Golden State end up they're a playoff team.
Yes.
They're in the 8th. They're the 8th seed right now.
Yeah. Jimmy, let me explain to people how this thing gonna react. I mean, how this thing gonna play out. I learned the other day. The 7 and 8 team are gonna play first. Okay, when playoffs, the 7 and 8 team gonna play. The winner of that game, Jimmy, is in. Okay, so the 9th and 10th place player play next. The winner of that game plays the 8th guy. Okay, then whoever wins between the 8th and the 9 and 10th winner, they gonna be in the playoffs. That's how they gonna do it. I mean, it's so the 7 and 8 guys get 2 chances. You know, they get double elimination. 7 and 8, they get double elimination because like the 8th, if they lose, you follow me what I'm saying? So that's how this thing gonna work this year. It's going, and guess what? This is the same thing that LeBron talking about somebody should be fired for. I think somebody should get a raise. Because Jimmy, I wasn't thinking, Jimmy, we wouldn't even think about Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, what they're doing. They done pushed that sorry team into the playoffs. They're in the playoff hunt with the 10th, with the new playoff format.
And he's going to get, like, say, some grand appreciation because he started off so sluggish early on and turned it on late. Now you're right there, one triple-double behind Oscar Robertson, Big O. And Russell Westbrook, he's playing with that fire at a time when they was thinking about getting the ball. Now Bradley Beal is going to be out now a couple of games, and that hurt. What seed are they right now? Like 9th?
I hadn't looked. I don't have that extra computer with me today.
And also, Julius Randle is in the conversation. Grand appreciation for what he's done this season. Of all cities, in the city of cities, New York Knicks are in the playoffs. Julius Randle and quiet and understand, quiet is kept. You have what's his name? Chicago. Derrick Rose playing some great basketball this year.
That's why he wanted to go back there.
They took all the pressure off the Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pressure on him.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no pressure on Kevin Knox.
Mm-mm.
Ain't no pressure on them young guys now. Then you got Emmanuel Quickly coming in there and he balling.
Guess what? We ain't even talked about the first round pick not playing a down. What are they? Obi Toppin. We ain't even talked about Obi Toppin. They don't even talk about him. That was a lottery pick. That's why I tell y'all, you can be a lottery pick and still don't get off the damn bench. But keep going, Jim.
Yeah. And so Stacey asked, do you think that Houston will embrace DFW's Cade Cunningham? Absolutely.
He ain't DFW. He Texas Cade Cunningham.
Hey, when you get to the pros, Stacey, sneaker lines don't matter
care.
no more.
Sneaker lines and city lines don't care.
They don't matter no more. It's about if you can get this, you can get it done.
Oh, Washington is number 9, Jimmy. Washington, thank you, Corey. Washington is number 9. So they would if it end today.
Wow, they're in there.
Yeah, they'd have to play 10. And
that means they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're in the playoffs.
It's even though they got it's like TSU making the March Madness NCAA dance, but you got to play a play-in game.
Yeah.
But you still are part of the 68 team field. You made it in. You know,
I mean, I really like this playoff format. Like I said, that's why I don't see. That's why I tell people. Some people just agree with whatever player said. Soon as LeBron said that, I said, man, what the hell is you talking about? Talking about they need to be fired. Shut up and play. No, I'm sorry, but what did you say, Chris? What would you about to say, Jim?
Yeah, and Alfio say, I'm just trying to figure out why we going to Dallas so much. We haven't had nothing since the icebreaker. We must do better here in Houston. We are the fourth largest city in the union. Hell, when we had the icebreaker, a lot of people act like the icebreaker didn't even exist.
How in the hell could they not? Jimmy, come on, I ain't with you. I ain't gonna agree with you like you, LeBron. Jimmy, you turned down 40 teams. How in the hell? Who in the hell act like it wasn't?
No, I'm talking about in the acknowledging in your applause around the world. People see that a lot of people, you know, just I guess it got to, like in your appreciation for the efforts of putting something like that on in your city of Houston, which took a whole lot of work to be able to, especially if you live in the city, that means you have the opportunity to sleep in your own bed and be able to not only play against teams from various cities and states across the country, you also get to see some of those and put some names with faces while sleeping in your own bed. And the state of Texas is, and we've known it, we've been saying it, is hot as fish grease. It's been hot. That's why more and more teams are now, when you hot, they got to come to you if you're not leaving. That's why more and more teams are coming into the state of Texas and playing teams that hadn't been in Texas in a while. You see each month, see the different people sneaking in there.
Oh,
Dream Vision. When the last time Dream Vision been in
a
Texas?
long time.
Think about it. Coming in, you know.
But back to the Houston thing about the icebreaker. I just didn't. I mean, maybe shows you hear more than I do, but I mean, I thought the icebreaker. Are you talking about locally or nationally when the icebreaker wasn't? Because locally, me from looking at the outside, I think it was well talked about and well promoted and well talked about. That's just me. Because I didn't have a kid there. I didn't attend. I don't know what happened. So I'm just saying, I had a team. I even had a team come from Memphis to come here. So people in Memphis know about the icebreaker. So I from where I sit, I just find that hard to believe. I just find it hard to believe. But, you know, you're going to have some naysayers, Jimmy. Come on, man. I sit there and saw you have to turn 40 teams away.
Yeah, that's you know, I'm thinking that there are certain events, like, and speaking of events, now go back this past weekend, Who Want to Smoke event in Dallas. And understand the thing that's great about it is that is the signature event for little Kellen Buffington. He's a school teacher in the DFW area who, and you look at, like I said, I told you guys this little secret things. If you noticed, it's a Black-owned event. Operator, Black-owned. As far as I know, 100% Black-owned, Black operated. So then you see his wife with hands on deck, Adam. His wife. And she's, you know, right there, you know, with check-in, getting it done, regulating. Kind of remind me of back in the day, remind me of Sandra at the door. You know, she regulating, ain't letting nothing break free, nothing getting in there, you know, and which is it's appreciated. The family, that's a family. Got little kinfolk over there selling the shirts, got niece over there doing it. And you see that I know the efforts it take in to do that, because at first everybody want to make sure family get a chance to eat. And guess what? As the event gets ready to grow, that was what you call that was a quality over quantity event. They didn't have 400 teams, but they had the potency that a 400 team event can produce. They had it there at the Who Want to Smoke. Some people down there, all events, as you know, this guy's just started doing the events, guys, a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And so sometimes some people have to realize, man, this stuff, some things as you grow, it can hit you, and you get into a space, and it's not on purpose. I heard some Houston teams traveled up to the event and only to have to play each other. I one team from Houston, they was giving me the spiel, and I've listened to everybody, crying. I understand how hard it is when you run the events, and trust me. And I try to give you guys solutions every week on how you can avoid certain situations. That way it won't be a headache. That was one team, Heather. They played at 9:00 in the morning on a Saturday. They didn't play anymore until 5:45 that afternoon. Something like that. No, they didn't play no more that day. I'm sorry. They played at 9:00 in the morning. And that was the only game they played that day. And they was from Houston. Then they had to play 2 games on Sunday. Well, that meant that particular team they were forced to have to go and buy hotel rooms on that Friday night. That's economics. That's a disadvantage of economics. Just to play that one game at 9:00 in the morning.
So they played the first game at what time? 9:00 Friday night?
They only played one game. No.
And did not play at all on Saturday?
No, the rest of the day. So little bitty things like that. And that's the thing, like, guys, I can crusade for you if something like that is noticed in any schedule, like a young fella like Buff, and the team from Houston bring it to my attention, then all you can do it yourself. Bring it to my attention. I can go and try to use my what they call influence. Young fella, swap this team out with another team in another pool or whatnot with another game. You can't do this team like this. They don't have a budget like that. Because that means you made them have to go and spend an extra night hotel. You basically made them have to go. They could have came down on Saturday morning. If you make that one game on Saturday, make it at 9:00 at night.
But no, Jimmy. Oh, she said that was us. They played at 9 a.m. on Saturday and didn't play another whole game. So so they didn't have to be. Oh, so you're saying they weren't gonna travel on on Saturday morning? Cause I got you.
So that means they play at 9:00 Saturday morning. I got you. What time when do you think they got to Dallas?
I got you.
They had to leave Houston Friday night.
That extra hotel room, that shit. Yes, that could get to you. Yeah, I got you. But guess what? What if people didn't realize it though? So who should have realized that? The coach? Who responsibility is that?
Well, sometimes something like that. Honestly, I'm just telling you.
I blame the coach.
It's not. I don't think. Yeah, the coach of the team.
Yes.
Could have made an effort to contact the event operator.
Yes.
If you are unsuccessful, then you can let me know, and I'll make an effort. That's because that's a disadvantage.
Okay, gotcha.
Economic, that's a disadvantage.
Yes.
That's an easy. I am looking scared. That's an easy thing to fix. But if you wait till you get to the gym, then you start complaining. That means now your experience is already tainted before you even play your first game.
Oh hell yeah! I've been hiding catfish grease right there.
But you got to make an opportunity to, and I can be. Say I would serve in a situation like that as your arbitrator. I mean, guess what? Either he's going to fix it or he's not. But closed mouth can't get fed. I'm just saying, a little bit of things like that.
That kind of bit right there, I'd have stayed my ass at home.
But you already paid your money, Hatter. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right.
You already paid your money. So a little bit of things like that is
that means a lot.
But like I say,
but I blame the coach. I blame the coach.
Great job. Yes, the coach. The coach. Because here's my thing. I'm gonna give you guys solutions. If you are playing in an event And I do, you guys know, many of you guys are grassroots guys out there that's watching the Chop Shop right now. You know that I am consistent with this. If there's a team or teams that you want a piece of, now it's going to be mutual. Send me the list. Who you want? Get it off your chest. What happens nowadays, so many people are afraid to just say, man, give us them. But then they might have other visions in front of them. They might not want you. But still, that doesn't have nothing to do with you putting your list out there. Here's what you do, guys. If you're going out of town and you are a team from any city, simply let the event operator know. Do not give us another team from my city. Now, we meet in bracket play, so be it. But do not put me in the pool with another team from my city unless y'all got something to get off y'all chest. And that happens. If y'all got something to get off y'all chest and it's mutual, damn right, we're going to go travel to a neutral site. Let's me and them get it on. And I'll dig that too. But if you don't say that, then that other team might have requested you. And that event operator may have thought it was just cool. Everybody's not going to check both sides like I do. He's just learning to, understand. He got to,
Well, can I interject here? Because you just
don't give him a life sentence on that.
Let me just show you something. And I'm glad. I'm just sitting here taking little notes. A shout out to Mr. Buff, man. Because you just told me the guy just started a few years ago and got an event that people are talking about.
Yeah,
if we talking about it on this show, I've never been. But if we talking about it on this show, it must have been something in this come up, bring the smoke or whatever. If you want some of me, come get some of this. And I think that's a great, I think that's hey, that's how I talk. And shout out to that young man. And I hope he's listening to the show today and saying, look here, from now on, man, I'm not going to understand this can't happen again. A team playing on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. You learn from this stuff. Jimmy, it might have happened to you early in your career. So it's just something about
it happened.
Yeah. So I just shout out to that kid. If y'all know him, because I don't have his number, but shout out to him. I saw some things on Twitter, and thanking Doug, and thanking him for their hospitality, and man, I'm just glad that guy can have an event that people come into the state. Because the rising tide lifts all the ships. If it's happening in Dallas, it's happening in Texas. And I know we got this Houston-Dallas thing, but it's a great thing, man. I don't know about the logistics of the tournament. All I know is JL3 played, Bryce played, and that's how I think of the game. Bryce played, and then Keontae George played, and Terrace Arsenault. That's how I look at the events, and they got a chance to play in those events. I got the movie, Jimmy, already. Oh, you got another one you sent it to me. I got the other thing you sent to me.
And speaking of that, let me know when you cue it up.
It's already. It's ready already.
Now, speaking of the event, and I want to show you something real quick that you're going to see a lot more of in the Chop Shop on a weekly basis. This is going to be in the habit. And you guys, check this out right quick.
Hold up.
My name is Benita Buffington from Dallas, Texas. Actually, I'm from Oakland, California. And Monday through Thursday from 12 to 2, I'm listening to these fools on the Chop Shop. Leave me alone, because they'll say whatever come out of their mouth. My Vanita.
I love Miss Buffington. That's my best friend now. That's my best. Let me play that again. Let me play that again. Hold on. That's my new best friend. Buff, I'm sorry.
My name is Vanita Buffington from Dallas, Texas. Actually, I'm from Oakland, California. And Monday through Thursday from 12 to 2, I'm listening to these fools on the Chop Shop. Leave me alone, because they'll say whatever come out of their mouth. My name is Vanita Buffington from Dallas, Texas. Actually, I'm from Oakland, California.
Hey, that's my new best friend. Y'all better not. Hey, Vanita, I think it's Vanita. Hey, next year, this COVID, Vanita, I'm coming up there. I'm gonna get the smoke. I'm gonna get me some smoke. I want all the smoke next year. So I'm coming up there, man.
So now, if you understand something, you don't have to be a celebrity to get acknowledged by the Chop Shop. You simply go, get your cell phone, make a video, state your name, what city you're from, and let everybody know that you watch the Chop Shop Monday through Thursday, 12 to 2 Central Time. And guess what? And email it to us. And it could appear on the Chop Shop. It's just that simple. We're gonna understand that way. Now, some of the other viewers who communicate and dialogue with you guys on the regular, see what you say, they get a chance to see your face now. We get a chance to see some of each other's face.
Yeah.
Let us know. Send us an email. It's simple. chopshophtx@gmail.com. That's the email address. chopshophtx@gmail.com. Speaking of which, can you guys take out the time right now to share the show? If you hadn't done so, I'm with you.
And Jimmy, while they sharing the show, you run on earlier. I gave a shout out to Stephen Woods, Jimmy. Me and Chris Walker were we at a restaurant eating this weekend, and we got to talk to this lady, and she was talking to us, and then she said, and we mentioned the Chop Shop. She said, "Chop Shop, I know what that is." I said, "What?" I said, I guess she didn't know me. She just knew it was a Chop Shop. It comes up on my Facebook feed. Let me show it to you. She showed it to me. Stephen Woods, I guess is one of her retweet or sharing it, and that's how she found out. And then guess what? You know what I told her after that? I said, go over to YouTube right quick. Let me show you something better. I said, go over to YouTube. So hit that subscribe button. She went and did it, and she hit the bell. I mean, it was just. I'm glad you mentioned that, but it was just unique seeing her. And shout out to Miss Buff again. I didn't know she'd be watching this show. Wow, unbelievable, man.
She said she watched this show all the time. All the time she watched Chop Shop. And every time going. That's one of the great things about it. A lot of people. And we have increased the amount of coverage that we provide to grassroots.
Oh yes.
And thanks to you guys, if you give us more intel, more videos, more content, then we can duplicate or double our coverage of the grassroots sector. You understand? Think about it. A lot of stuff that goes missing. This could be, a whole hour of just showing you guys clips and showing you guys different things. College coaches watch the Chop Shop. They do. Hell, so for some of you kids out there, your odds might be better of getting exposure on the Chop Shop than it would on a Baller TV stream.
Jimmy, I keep trying to tell him, Jimmy. It's so amazing when I got that analytic report. 1 million minutes watched just on YouTube. Jimmy, just on YouTube last year, 1 million minutes watched, and we got twice the people that's on Facebook. So it's a great testament, man. I mean, y'all done really made my day today. You know, I go to the restaurant, the lady stopped me, and then Miss Buff take out her time, got a busy event, a landmark event in Texas. Take out a time to talk about the Chop Shop, man. Thank you again, Miss Buffington, and thank you too, Mr. Buffington. I mean, my hats off to y'all. Thank you, and I'm gonna support you in any way I can.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
And want to give, like I said, great job. Want to just give some constructive, not criticism, but constructive
Information. Yeah.
Evaluate a constructive evaluation that I made, and I hope for that like LaBeouf, you're a basketball scout or have a scouting service.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, scouting services after the games are over with, you go over to the scores table, and then you see them take pictures of the score sheet and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you something. There are certain things this event is of great magnitude. This is a national event now.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have national events, then that means the expectations increase for what people expect when they come up in the door.
Okay.
And referees is one of the things, because people say, man, it's supposed to be certain games have certain type caliber of players on the court. People that are watching expect some be a certain caliber referees. And that's not where my construction is coming from. My construction is going to the scores table. What I'm learning, understand, I didn't this ain't year number 1. I didn't know this. So I'm saying he's young but certain things at your main court, which is court 3 in the Drive Nation, is that was the center court, because you have 3 courts on top of 3 courts. That one in the middle served as the main center court, like at the U.S. Open. That was center court. Mm-hmm. Center court scorekeeper should not, in the future, they should not be keeping the score with stick men.
With who?
Stick men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay. I got you. It's 2, 3, 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I got you.
Look at the things like that. I'm just saying but no, that helps the scouts to be able to define, because that means with stick men, you can't tell the free throws that was attempted. You can't tell a 3-pointer that was made, because everything is stick men. You can't have those type of guys at your main court keeping the score sheet.
And Jimmy, can I go further? I had this conversation this weekend with Chris Walker. And I'm gonna let him expound on it. He should be on the show sometime this week. And I'm glad you said this. See, parents, people, these statistics right now are becoming very, very important, because let me tell you why. In the very near future, the NBA is going to start scouting the high school players. So these analytics, these numbers have to be correct. So we have to make sure the scorekeepers now, like the referees are certified, we got to make sure these scorekeepers are certified. We got to figure out a way, and I know they got an analytics system, because these numbers going to be very important, y'all, in the future. Because Jimmy said high-level event, national event. Well, guess what? If a pro scout is looking at, they're gonna look at the numbers that not Lil Johnny, but the top Lil Johnny, the top elite players are doing in high school, because they want to have a reference point. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm telling you something I know. So we got to get better at gathering this information, because it's going to be a need for this information. If your sons are, I'm telling you, y'all, it's already in the works right now. So guess what? What if you can go back 10 years from now, even you as a parent, and you can find out what Lil Johnny, you can tell everything Lil Johnny did in high school, numbers-wise, you'll be able to have it. See, right now, think about it. When you go to the box score right now. The first thing you look at is the score and what somebody had. What if these numbers aren't correct? I'm talking about the program. What
Exactly.
what if these numbers? It's very important. I'm telling y'all. Listen to me. So it's gonna be a push forward towards certifying the scorekeepers also and paying them double. So let's say they get $15 a game now. Now they get $30 a game, right? I don't know about y'all. That's more than a minimum wage, right? So these people are going to take this, like y'all said, they're eating food and playing with their friends and doing all of that, whatever. No, they're going to be taking this serious now because this data is very important. It's going to be their job, and it's going to be a company that comes in and certify these people. So guess what? Instead of damn near I want to be a ref all the time, damn near your ass might have want to get certified to do this too. So guess what? Every day on the weekend, you getting certified, you getting $30 a game. I'm just telling you, y'all doing this pandemic, doing this stuff. Let me tell you, the paradigm is about to change on some of this stuff. So I don't never say what was it? The Chop Shop gave y'all this information. But Jimmy, I'm glad you triggered me with that stick man shit. How the hell an NBA scout gonna come in there and talk about the stick man? Go, come on, y'all.
Like I say, and understand, this is not by no means a slug at the event, because I know from being an event operator, a lot of times, man, people that's the scorekeepers at my event, I don't even know who they are. I don't do the staffing. So sometimes they might have been, I got, somebody might say, I got two of them that keep the score. Okay, cool. That's the last thing you're worried about, because you're trying to get this schedule. I remember this particular event, we was talking about who want to smoke. The schedule didn't get released till Wednesday. They start playing on Friday. So I understand the stuff that goes. This stuff is hard.
I know it's hard.
Those are a little bit very hard, especially in the guy, you know what I'm saying? Like he just, those are things though. Even now, this is 20 years, and I've just got to the point where I'm consciously aware. You guys hear me say it all the time. I'm one of the very few guys that actually keeps and goes through damn near every single score sheet. The spring icebreaker, every single score sheet from the high school division games I actually went through. And guys that's been around me in my office, that many of you can attest. If you've been around me, I keep them score. Hell, they had the event at the MI3 had the other week at the MI3, the spring showcase. After the event was over with, guess who got the score sheets?
You. Okay.
Got the score sheets. I want to go through them.
But you got to have that. You should.
And I told them the same thing. Stick men. That's my pet peeve. You can't have those guys keeping with stick men at your high caliber games. You can't do it.
I agree. I'm telling
Let that guy work the clock. You still can pay him. Put his ass on the clock and swap him out. I'm just giving you food for thought. We got to understand. Good events, great events. Great event is going to have all around. It's going to check all the boxes. But those are things that the naked eye don't normally see. And there are so many little things that goes into making a great event that you guys, trust me, have no idea, that problems that need solutions on the regular. And that's
great information. That's great information.
It's very, very important. And like I said, what we doing even now with the JRB events, and we have an event this weekend, we made Brian Jolivet, Rick Nelson, and myself, we're still striving. This is our goal at the end of this year, this summer. We will have created a dream team of scorekeepers, right? Door personnel. That way now that pool will be what we tap into, and they'll get to earn the right to come and do more events. When we do our own events, like we have our JRB events, but also we all have our events we do on our own. So that means from that pool, we'll get more work on the weekends to supplement their income. A lot of people on fixed incomes. But that dream team of statisticians, of scorekeepers and whatnot. And one of the things we do have because you never know when somebody's gonna run late. Every person that we are striving to hire, them stick men. Every person that we're striving to hire can keep both of them if they need to. And that's another important thing. So that means we're creating a dream team, but that takes time. People, it's like looking for the perfect beat. There was an old song back in the day, Soul Sonic Force, back in the early 80s, looking for the perfect beat. So you never get there. You just strive to keep going better. But that was a great event this past weekend. But great can always become greater. Remember that.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned it. Because I just had a meeting. He was talking about that this weekend. Alan Branch is part of a company that's doing this. Him and Chris Walker. Dude, this stuff, listen, y'all, parents, this information they used to just throw in the trash can of high school players when they finish them a thing, they throw them in the trash. See, Jimmy treating it. Jimmy went and picked that. He got it. He wants that information. That information is valuable. But now we got to make sure the people that's putting this damn information in there make sure that they putting the correct thing in the feed. So I think it's great.
And one of the ways, grassroots coaches, y'all must come on, man. You as a collective, and if it don't, guess what? Hit dogs holler. But collectively, you guys got to do much better at providing your rosters at these events. I love supplying you guys with possible solutions. It's not the solution, it's a solution. Remember, it's a big thing. This doesn't mean this is the end all. This is what you must do. No, this is what you can do. If I'm playing in an event, I'm going into an event with copies of my roster. One column would be the jersey number, the player's name, his height, his high school, his classification, meaning what grade he's in. The coach's name and the coach's cell phone number on the top of the sheet. Those sheets, you can do two things. You can give it out to certain guys of the media that's present right before your game. That's why I say you got a stack of these in a folder. Or you can go and take it and leave it at the scores table. Give it to the score provider before your game. That way now they can just extract that over into the score sheet. Now they have the opportunity to write. They know your stuff is accurate. They know this kid's name. They can write the whole name if they want to. Not Bobo. Lil Red, Papu. Who the hell is that in the score sheet?
Jimmy, Dana just
Mookie.
Dana just posted
his
something.
Brother Pookie.
I got to put this on the screen so everybody. I ain't heard of this one. Jimmy, they got a CPA, a collective parent agreement that's coming with benefit to players. She said they got a CPA. Many parents already know this. So how do these organizations think we feel? Hold on. Let me put it back up there, Miss Dana. Hold on. And I ain't never seen your name before. What's up, Dana? Dana, make sure you go over to YouTube also and subscribe to YouTube too. Chop Shop HTX. But she said paying $60 weekend and are so many logistics missing. But our children are expected to perform regardless of the lapses. That's why the CPA, the collective parent agreement, is coming that will stay tuned. And Dana, don't forget now, go over to YouTube, Chop Shop HTX, and subscribe to the Chop Shop YouTube page also. Excuse me. Okay. So, Jimmy, wow. Parents saying, y'all ain't finna keep running up in me without no Vaseline. That's what these parents saying. Yeah.
And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I warned you guys See, here's what. Over the weekend, you might not have noticed it, but you see the president of the NCAA shortly, less than 2 weeks removed from getting a 2-year extension, Mark Emmert, he's basically said, okay, I give up. I'm going to hurry up and approve this name, image, likeness probably before July the 1st to go into effect that would coincide with Florida and a couple other states, California, and that with their law. July the 1st is less than 60 days away. Right? Approximately. Yeah. Think about it. So that means a lot of these events that you see with these little kids on their flyers, that means Mammy and Pappy gonna at least get a weekend pass for free for having my baby on this damn flyer. Matter of fact, I don't need no weekend pass. You're gonna pay me $100.
Yeah.
Put my baby picture on your flyer.
Yes.
See, I told you, I warned you guys, be careful what you wish for in this name, image, life. People say, oh man, ain't no money. They can't make no money. Shit. Everybody. Don't even, it's really for to get wacky with them little bitty kids. The ones where everybody come, grandmama, auntie, cousin Thelma, everybody come to the games when in the 9th, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. You put my baby on your flyer. You advertise my baby name. We for to get ours.
They've been doing Bryce Griggs like that for years and been getting away with it.
And guess what? July the 1st, he will be able to, Keontae George, Bryce Griggs, whoever it may be, Casey Wallace, whoever, and Ontario Morris, whoever. Put my baby on them flyers.
You got to pay, pimp.
Be careful what you wish for. Now at the same time, that's why them prices ain't for to go down. You see, it's a flip to that now. So them parents want their bread.
Yeah. But guess what?
And that means
so
them prices ain't for to go down. Them weekend passes ain't going down now.
But those the top guys we name. So little Johnny parents they're gonna keep sticking it to little Johnny parents then. Look, it's gonna be the have and the have-nots. Just like in college. Everybody ain't finna get everything in college. Man, it's going to be interesting. But I'm glad because guess what? People are going to learn a lot more about business. Our free enterprise need to learn a lot more. I mean, there's just so much stuff I can share with y'all. But it's just, man, we're going to make it right. We're going to make it. Dana said, God dang right. Goddamn right. Man, I got to meet Miss Dana. Golly. I got to meet her. She got. And
so somebody asked a question, and I'm glad you asked this question over in the YouTube feed. Say, is the event operator is they going to provide training, or would there be a universal training? Talking about with Chris Walker. Chris Walker.
No, they going to provide that, not the event operator.
They're going to have like a workshop.
The company is going to have workshops and certify these guys. Yeah.
Yes. And
I'll make sure, as soon as I know, I'm going to make sure we post that and know when y'all can do this because that's a nice hustle. But now your ass got to come in. You can't be like these refs like Freight now, come in and mess up the game. You got to be good. You can't be no regular ref scorecard keeper. You know, answering your phone during the game and got your gal whispering in your ear and your boyfriend. You can't do. Hey, this gonna be this. You got to be professional, cause this. Hey, to whom much is given, much is required. So yeah. It's on.
It's on.
My bad, Fred.
Guys. I mean, it's
my bad.
You know, I'm looking at the feed in the boom boom room, and but it is creeping up. It is that time. We have a couple of things that we get to talk about. Number one, over the weekend on Friday, I want to give acknowledgement how that you can look on your cell and drop this picture on there that we can see. Young fella from former Reagan High School star, Thomas Fields. He played basketball at Reagan High School just a few years ago. He's only 26 years old. And this young man is the founder of Grind.
You've been on this show before, Jimmy.
Yeah, we've had him on the show before. The portable basketball shooting machine. Well, this past Friday, he was on the Shark Tank for the company. And during his appearance, they had a viewing party. And that was one of the reasons that I made sure I didn't get a chance to get out to Dallas and fly out to Dallas until Saturday, because I wanted to be there to support this young fella, 26 years old. Adam, you know how many of those machines they sold last year? In the first year?
He said $200,000 worth.
They sold, since inception, they've sold approximately 400 machines.
I said, he said on the show, he told $200,000 worth. That's all I'm saying. Not 200,000 machines, $200,000 worth.
No. That was when he was on the show. I'm saying, so now, since add that plus the gap to right now, they've sold 400 machines for a 26-year-old.
But I heard ain't nobody got their machines yet.
I don't know.
He don't have, but on the show. How long ago he was on the show? Because
I was on the Shark Tank.
On the Shark Tank.
He was just on there Friday.
Okay, but he was saying on it. I don't know. If you was at an event, you couldn't hear.
No. They taped it in August.
Okay, so August to now, because he was saying that they don't have but this one prototype. So everybody who've ordered, they haven't received them yet because they don't have the funds to make them yet. And the lady asked him a question, said, "How much it is the cost, the production cost?" And he said $900, but they ain't selling the machine but for $14.95. And she was worried about the margins. You know, I'm gonna look at the whole show. I taped it. She was worried about the margin. That was she was a little bit shaky about the margins. And on the show, she even said that Alex Rodriguez, she said, well, son, I can't jump on. I like your concept. I like you. But if these sports guys not jump, because Mark Cuban said no. Alex Rodriguez said, okay. So, I know you you was at the, I don't know if you listening to I listened to the whole thing. And I thought it was a great concept.
They taped it in August.
Okay.
And as D1 Hornets just said in the YouTube feed, he ordered one watching the Chop Shop right now, and they personally delivered it. So he received his. Okay. But yeah, they did say it was on the Chop Shop that at the time that production was slow, and I didn't remember what date they said, but people have gotten most of their machines since then.
Okay.
And the thing is, now here's the deal, the update, which I spoke with Thomas Fields after, during the viewing party, and I asked him about this. Ironically, that was his birthday as well. How about that? His birthday was this past weekend. And he just turned 26. Well, he says that, I'll sum it up like this. What you see on TV and in real life is two different things. The negotiations on the Shark Tank are TV.
Made for TV. Yeah. Okay.
He said when they got, after the show went off, it's a whole different thing.
Okay.
Meaning that those people, they had two sharks agreed during the TV screening. TV taping. They have yet to get a penny from either one of them. They're still in negotiating phase right now. Okay. They starting a real life Shark Tank once the show is over with.
Okay.
So it's not like everybody. So I was like, wow. I said, well, how long did you realize that they were just starting to play hardball? He said it took about 2 weeks because they wanted the impression that, okay, you got this point. They agreed. They're going to keep their word. No, that's just
Welcome
TV
to the
star.
world of high finance, but keep going.
So right now, they're still in negotiations. Remember, they had 2 sharks with both at 2 different times. And this is 6 months later. It's more than 6 months later.
And Ken Gamble just told me something that I didn't know. He was a franchise. When I had left, you know, I was gone. My son was gone from the program by that time. But Thomas was a franchise guy. He wasn't there when I was there. So, but he close to something. Okay, he came right after my son left then, because they about the same age. It's unique though.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing. I just I sat there, Jimmy. You know, I taped it. I sat there and I want to listen the whole way. You know, but I know it was entertainment, and I would love to see what's going on with them negotiations. Because hey, that's what I do. But it's that's unique, man. Shout out to Thomas Fields. Had a dream. Was he good, Jimmy? What was he ranked, Jimmy?
Thomas, he was in the ranking. He was the range.
Yeah,
Thomas
what range?
Fields was probably around the top 40, top
And
50.
he said he wanted to go to the NBA. See, y'all, everybody think they're going to the damn NBA. He mentioned the NBA 2 or 3 times. He said he had a dream, but he had 4 surgeries. He wanted to go to the NBA, and he was ranked he was in the range of 40. So can you imagine how the top 10 think? Can you imagine, y'all? Parents, and I know it's hard. Man, Chris Walker, man, that man there, man, we talked about some stuff this weekend. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I miss talking to him like that, because this stuff, college basketball and high school basketball, this unique dynamic that I'm gonna share some stuff, because when he tell me stuff, y'all, I got to internalize it first, and then figure out how I'm gonna serve it up and give it to you where the goats can get it, Jimmy. It's some unique things coming on in the Chop Shop in the future, y'all. I advise y'all to stay tuned. But shout out to Thomas Fields, Jimmy. What else you got?
Yeah, man, that was good. And of course, Mo Elrod. And you guys know, I mean, you know, he was right there and instrumental in helping. He's one of the partners in this grind machine, and you know, shout out to both of those guys, man. Black brothers getting it done. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Houston Superstars.
What they do?
They went and won first place in the Gasso. That was in San Antonio.
Jimmy, you late.
Now,
John Urey came on here running his mouth in the beginning. He wanted to hear that. I guess that's what he wanted to hear. I guess he's not on here no more. So tell
guess
John.
what? You know what? Once again, it's either and it's all. John Urey should go and read the VIP news. That's updated pretty much every day on rcsports.com. You want to read about your Houston Superstar team and all your kids that scored points and did whatever, go look in there. Go read that. And the thing is, I'm wondering, do you guys think that maybe some people in Texas, the state of Texas, have become spoiled to a lot of the amenities that are provided in this state from a cornucopia of great events at various times, intervals, you know, great talent, and I guess exposure at your fingertips. And that's when I saw Big Doug Jones a while ago. He's like, man, he has the Doug Dozen coming up in 2 weeks.
I'm going to the Doug Dozen. So,
Doug brought up a good thing. How he said, well, help, some people are willing to travel and go out of town rather than sleep in his own bed. And the thing is, here's the thing.
But Jimmy, hold on. Let me stop, Jimmy. But sometimes them teams have been promised they was going to go out of town sometime. Some of these teams say, man, we're going to go out of town sometime. You know, these little players and their mammas want to go out of town and go to Dallas and go to whatever y'all be doing up there in Dallas. Y'all be running up there.
But here's something that somebody called and told me this morning. And they broke it down really, really good. a lot of teams are going out of town and going to cities. Like, I'm not saying that, like, not necessarily, I'm not talking about excluding Dallas, I'm talking about other cities out of town. Whereas your players, you're going to some cities where there's little to zero coverage that's going to be an advantage for your kids.
Okay.
Some of these cities you're going to, now some things look transparent. It's looking transparent at certain trips or just basically vacations for the parents. And by the way, your sons will get to play some basketball while you partying, while you at the crap tables, while you on the beach.
Jimmy, I'm gonna tell you, I was one of them parents. Every time Robert went somewhere, I had more fun than he did. I'm just gonna tell you, I did that, parents. I can't sit up here and say I didn't.
But remember, I asked you guys, and I preached this sermon 3 weeks ago. I said, what different people, it's gonna be different strokes for different folks. What's your purpose?
I know.
Are you going for are you trying to seek exposure? Or you trying to go out and just kick some, you want to just find the best player that's ranked the highest just to play against him? All right. Are you going to try to go and test your mettle as a team against the best team you can find? Or are you going to try and get some wins, get a sneaker deal? What's your purpose? Different people have different things that they're seeking out of this stuff. Are you trying to get your kid ranked? You have to figure that out first.
I know, but Jimmy, I wasn't trying to get none of that. See, Jimmy, I don't know, back then, I guess maybe I was just oblivious to it. Man, he just wanted to play basketball. And I just wanted him to play. And we wanted to win. So all of these reasons now, though, are just different. So I'm like I said, I'm from a different era. You follow me? You're correct.
I follow you.
I'm just a different. I ain't never called you and said, man, what we gonna rank? Is you gonna be here? Coach Jimmy, it wasn't an abundance of guys like you writing about our players. I remember, I'm gonna tell you, which one of y'all remember the guy Terry Burdett? Jimmy used to be on that show. I used to watch that. It was the internet wasn't that great back then. It was.
The internet wasn't that. Yeah. But you had to pay extra for the band for my screen.
Then. But it's so unique, parents, and just maybe I'm what they call I'm a unicorn because I wasn't playing basketball for exposure. He wasn't. And that's why when he went on these trips, man, I had fun. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. When it got serious to me, when it was young, that's when he was young. When he got on that EYBL circuit, and then them college coaches calling me, saying what event he's gonna play in, then it changed a little bit, parents. Now, when he was younger, no, but when he got on the EYBL circuit and coaches start calling, that's when I knew it was serious. It was serious business then. Maybe, Jimmy, and parents, I don't know. You don't have to listen to it, but that's when I know it was serious. Because one coach came and he didn't play. Wait a minute, he didn't play for a long time. Coach left. As soon as coach left, he got in the game. So it's a lot of that kind of stuff. Because what? We didn't have social media to say, hold up, he done brought the team back and the team won. Coach was gone to another court to look at another a ball beater. So I'm just and Jimmy, it's unique about and maybe Doug, this event this weekend, maybe people saying, well, this is the weekend I plan on going to Dallas. I'll be in Houston the next weekend.
Now, Doug event is on in May the 21st to the 23rd.
Oh, so they got time to even plan to go to Doug's event.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Y'all ain't got no excuse. I tried to help you,
This weekend is our third JRB of the 4 quartet of JRB events that we're doing. That's myself, Jim Hicks, along with Brian Jolivet and Rick Nelson. And we you guys didn't know, last year we agreed to do a collaboration of events. It's 3 event operators. We powered our resources together and to run a few events, and they've been fine. All of them, I mean, real many expectations.
What you mean by fine? How did it benefit the kids? Because I know it benefited y'all. Did it benefit the kids?
It absolutely it benefits the kids because number one, but it depends. Remember what
you're looking for. I got you.
What you're looking for.
Great.
If you're looking for opportunity and a direct access to exposure.
Okay.
Then the JRB events is there. You know why? Because at most of our events, we had Jeffrey Day, Doug Jones, and myself present from RCS Sports. Well, that means that's 3 different individuals that's present under one roof to / 2 roofs to provide an opportunity to give your son some ink. Secondly, our team, our staff, at a lot of the games, as you've seen, Heather, we provided something that you have never seen at no grassroots event ever.
The top scorers.
The top scorers from every game typed up immediately after every game and posted on the wall. Now, you've seen stat sheets that supersedes everything. Yeah. They've done that at sneaker events and stuff. But we're talking about taking the score sheet and extracting the leading scores from every team. That means that goes on the wall. That's an opportunity for a different degree of exposure that you would never get. You know why? You say, what does that mean? Hell, that's the closest thing you get to being in the newspaper. Back in the days, Hatter, in this city, if you scored 10 double digits, you got your name in the paper. That's what they used to call it. You'll get your name in the paper tomorrow. That's like getting your name getting in the paper.
Dude, and I used to love that. I guess, man, these parents got it so good now, y'all. Cause that's all we had. When my son was playing, he ain't have all of this Doug Jones. And see, let me tell you something, parents, right now. And I don't know if he's watching right now. And I don't, I hope he's not. But parents, let me tell y'all something. As hard as that guy worked talking about y'all parents, because a lot of y'all kids that I talk about, I wouldn't know if it wasn't for Doug. There's nowhere in the world you shouldn't support his event. Because he was talking about your son when nobody else was talking. This just me talking. He ain't told me to say this. He probably, and y'all don't even have to tell him. But that guy don't live in Houston. That guy live way out some damn where. Port Arthur, Beaumont, one of them damn places. Be coming sometime, it be raining, the storms, and then it hit his mama's house and it hit his house, and he still comes up here and watch your damn kids. That Doug does is he talks about your kids. That's the name of the tournament came from. And y'all, some just told me to talk about this. For you not to support his events, because ain't nobody else up there, wherever the hell they going, talking about him like him. And it's real talk right now, man. And I wasn't going to, but Jimmy, you just hit me. Some just hit me and said, whoa. And you told me, I thought it was this weekend. So they got a whole nother week. Cancel that other shit and come to Doug event. Because he has been, I ain't talking about these good people or not. I'm telling you, I see him in the gym more than anybody on this planet other than Jim Hicks and Jeffrey Day. And he been watching your kids for a long ass time. So now your kids and y'all in a position where y'all can choose. So you tell your coaches, parents, if them coaches don't, hey, well, my son gonna get another team. We're gonna play in Doug's event. Because I know he gonna write up about my baby. I don't know what the hell them people in Dallas gonna do. Nothing against the people in Dallas. But if you leaving Houston that weekend, let me tell y'all something, man. That ain't right.
You know, and
that ain't right.
And I can probably only imagine how Doug Jones probably feels about maybe selected teams. Some teams he probably expects is going not, but it's certain teams that he probably had went out of his way to give an extra sentence of ink, an extra paragraph of ink, an extra jolt towards a kid, an extra adjectives in the midst of a sentence when you're describing the evaluation of a particular kid. I'm quite sure he has. And this was a way for those people to show an appreciation to Doug Jones.
Yes, sir.
I'm not happy. This was a way. So then what you say is, man, Doug, man, it's the weekend, so and so we got to go here. And Doug, like, I mean, it's like, wow. That's when reality come in play. That's when I say with this stuff,
Jimmy, at your event,
the more you leave your heart on the table, the more somebody's gonna get a sludgehammer and pound the hell out of it.
Jimmy,
in dealing with this stuff. I try to tell it. It's gonna happen.
What I'm thinking about too. Hey y'all, and all of these with the Ruck on the Woods, Doug sits up there for all 4 sessions, however many, 2 sessions, whatever sessions they are, and been watching your kid, man, since the 9th grade. And now they're in the 11th grade. Parents, y'all got to make me chopshophtx@gmail.com. Just make me understand. And the parents who come into his event, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all friends. No, man. Y'all, hey, listen to me. Now, come on. Come on now. It's a right way to do wrong. But this right here, no. No. That ain't, no. I ain't got nothing in it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I know, let me tell you something. A young black man then put himself in a position where he got his own tournament. He been talking about y'all kids. We got to support him. We got to support him, man. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm off that. I'm like Jay-Z. I'm off that. Jimmy, you know, boy, I got it. Boy, see, I know you like this because you ain't been on that long. But boy, my motor, I'm overheating over here. No, I'm just kidding. But what else you got, man?
I see it now. It just hit me and realized that, those, we just talking about, you can't, I mean, this that's sad. Then you go with that. That's the whole thing. Then you make a choice to go somewhere else when you can sleep in your own bed. Right?
Yeah.
And you show love or appreciation. Then you're gonna go down the street. Then you're gonna come back and say, man, Doug dropped my kid. Oh, so now you're gonna put your kid in the middle. It's like it's a pawn game. It's a chess game now. Now you want to play chess. You played checkers to go take your ass out of town, but then you come back and rankings time come back around next month. You gonna play chess now.
Jimmy, I gotta address something. Most of the finest, I think you're missing the point. Okay? I think you're missing the point. Doug got people coming to his event. He ain't begging for teams. Let's get this Robert Hatter talking right now. This ain't got nothing to, let's get this straight right now. Because he said, is it that Hicks has more influence in the ground? You ain't pitting Hicks versus Doug. I'm not going to let y'all, we're not going to, listen, y'all, I keep telling y'all. It's how we look at each other. Most city finalists, we're not pitting these brothers against each other ever. Let's do that right now. Talking about the reason they don't.
That whole ideology don't is think about where that got to come from.
Jimmy, that's why I'm addressing
the degree of ignorance.
Jimmy, he just don't know. That's why I'm addressing it. Listen to me. Doug ain't begging for nobody. No, this Robert Hatter telling the parents, you better support who supports you. Because I've seen him doing it. I even take my hat off to him. I don't see how you can sit in a damn gym all day. I can't do it. Robert Hatter ain't going to do it unless he's a pro. I'll do it. Did I have to? But no, I mean, no. Jimmy, he we can't pit our guys against each other ever. No. These both guys got this. Jimmy's been doing it longer, but Doug's been learning under he's been like Jimmy's disciple. Guess what that is? A learner under discipline. He learning under the guy who, guess what? They just gave him the other day. First of all, he's one of the top influential people in grassroots basketball, number one. Then now, I don't know what the Spalding thing is, but I guess that's an honor. I know he's on the board or on the staff of the NBA 100 account. He got Nike influence. Doug is learning under this guy. Doug is the one been writing up your guy from the 9th through the 12th grade, parents. This is what I'm talking about. Jimmy told me. Yeah. She said mentor. Yeah, I said disciple because sometimes the mentees don't learn under discipline. Doug is disciplined by how he's learning from Jimmy. He's watching what Jimmy's doing. So that's why, Sonya, let me tell my own story. But Jimmy, I had to say this because I'm a neutral party. Yeah, y'all, it's how we see each other, man. We got some guys that's on this show that did stuff ain't but a few human beings that ever did. We got to appreciate that. I know you're jealous. I know we got some jealous ass people out there. We ain't talking about y'all. No, man, this is real. No, I'm messing with you, son. This is real, man. We got to start seeing the Walter Yates. He crazy, yeah, but he got some great things about it. We got to start seeing each other a lot better, man. Because the other people ain't going to see us the way we can see each other. And I'm going to keep hitting that home till y'all understand. Let's appreciate this show. Let's share this show. It's unbelievable. We have a guy on the show from CBS Sports Network. I know his name is going to pop in my head. Yo, it ain't but one like him. He's one of one. Unbelievable, man. So I didn't mean for the overtime, but man, sometimes we got the Jimmy. I didn't even want you to say that. I said it for you. The Spalding game. I don't know what game that's going with. When I looked at the list,
it's an All-American. It's kind of
like the McDonald's.
It kind of resembles the Gatorade Player of the Year or the Parade All-American team. So this is where the start of it is, and eventually they are probably going to spurn an All-Star game in a couple of years out from this. But the crop and the collection of evaluating of guys from across the country that comprise this selection committee, they've already said this selection committee, it is greater than the McDonald's selection committee.
I looked at
the
guy's name. It ain't
even close. It said it ain't even close.
But guess what? It's how we see each other. That's all I'm saying. And Doug, listen, Doug is influenced by Jimmy. Jimmy is one of those guys. So listen, Mo City, I ain't getting on you. But guess what? Doug is the one that's talking about your kid. It's guys like Wesley Yates and Terrence Arsenault. First time I ever heard them kids' name was when Doug Jones told me. Now look how that done worked out. Come on, man. Y'all got Kenneth Lofton. First time I ever heard about him, Doug Jones. He's going to the 19 and under tryouts for the USA basketball. So that's it. That's it, Jimmy. I'm done, man. I got to get out of here.
Yeah. So that was it, man. Of course, and you guys make sure that Doug Dozen that's going to be May the 21st to the 23rd at the gym located in the Houston /Humble area. that event is almost at capacity. So as Hannah said, it's not like you need, but at the same time, it should have been busting at the seams.
Yes.
You know, it should have been, because like I said, and guess what? And it will.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
Just that when you make your decision, wherever you're going, then don't look back for that particular weekend. There's gonna be a lot of kids gonna get some ink.
Yes, sir. And guess what?
And guess what? While your kid playing out of town, there's gonna be a kid. If your kid ranked number 10, number 11, and number 12, if they playing and one of them play good, then what do you think number 10 gonna do? Think he gonna go up, or you think number 11 and 12 gonna go up in front of number 10? That's just how the business go. If you don't understand that, I'm giving you rankings one-on-one right now. It ain't like, and it doesn't mean that number 10 got punished. No. It means number 11 and 12 got rewarded. So stop thinking that a guy dropped your kid instead of looking at it as a guy he rewarded and acknowledged the guys below your kid for something that they may have done and something that they may have supported, while you chose to do something else. That's how this thing go. I'll leave you guys with that thought.
Yes, sir.
And that's how that stuff go. You can take that straight to the bank. But anyway, guys, we want to thank you for making this a great Monday on the Chop Shop. Make sure you share the show. If you hadn't done so, share today's show to your timelines. Share it with your groups. Share it, of course, with your friends. Let them people know about the Chop Shop. There's a lot of people watch the Chop Shop. And I got a chance tomorrow. We'll talk some details about some of the games that I saw at Who Wants to Smoke. I was there on Saturday and Sunday, saw a lot of stuff. Got a chance to talk to a lot of people, including Master P. And remind yourself to ask me what Master P has done.
Okay. All right.
What he's done with some marketing and regarding to marketing. Now, he don't get a thing about it. He is innovative. I mean, this dude, I'm saying he's selling tater chips and everything you think of. But he's been his latest, how would I say it, act
endeavor
of intelligence, of innovation, and I'll share that with you guys tomorrow, as well as a lot of other things. But once again, I'm reading on the timeline.
What?
Thanks again. Thanks a bunch, guys. And we got some big stuff, some breaking news that we should be dropping on the Chop Shop in the next 48 to 72. Just say by the end of the week.
Okay.
By the end of the week. End of the week, Baby Friday come along, breaking news. You guys should get some things that's going to if it goes all the way through. It's right now, it's approaching third base on this thing, and it's about to be an inside the park home run on this that could really change, bring a great deal of attention to Texas, as well as specifically Houston, in the next couple of weeks. But take care on that. Also, something else I want to give them.
And James Harden be back this week too. James Harden.
The Rockets play Brooklyn.
No, James Harden be back this week. Not in the Rockets. No, he'll be back.
Back
playing. Yeah, back playing. I'm just being messy. I'm being messy.
Speaking of the NBA, the Lakers in Portland. That's the race for one of those teams will be in the playoff play-in tournament. One of them won't. Portland has about 4 games left. The Lakers has about 5 games left. But Portland has a much harder schedule, and the Lakers have the tiebreaker on them. So we see how this thing.
I knew Mindy was gonna say something. Talk about so what happened. I knew she was gonna say something. Get us out of here, Jimmy. I mentioned James.
Chuck McConnell say the man was at the dinner table with George Rapp. Chuck, it's more than just dinner table, Chuck. That's a relationship. I don't. That's put it like this. When George Rabbit went into the Hall of Fame, you only get so many seats with your family that come at your table. Now, I'm not talking about the actual ceremony, the induction ceremony. You have a dinner. You only get so many people that you get to come. me and Sandra and me, Sandra and I, sorry, were personally invited by George Raveling to be a part, to fly up to the East Coast and what is Massachusetts? What is Springfield, Springfield, Massachusetts, where we went. Yeah, and be a part of that with him and experience that with him. So awesome. I've spent holidays with him and his family. I've been a lot of people. I mean, it's deeper than this. Then I ain't just been at the dinner table with him. That's a deep relationship. If I was to pass tomorrow, Coach Raveling would be one of the speakers at my funeral. Then at that point, I'm dead, and you realize how many people and the width of it. What happens is you can't allow people, like Halle just said, to discredit stuff so easily, especially in our city. But man, Hicks a part of that. Oh man, that ain't nothing. Well, man, Hicks on that committee. Oh, that ain't nothing. Man, he only got, hey, man, it ain't anybody can do that. Man, ain't nothing, man. He don't even cover the country. That should be the most important. That should be the most impressive thing. Think about it like this. Why the hell would they put me on a committee that covers the whole country when I'm not obligated to do so? That should let you know the relationship and what those guys is in control of those committees, what they think about my integrity. That should be, well, what the hell? Yeah, man, I don't know, man. You damn sure know I ain't by my way on the committee. You damn sure know I ain't go and kiss no ass to be on the committee. I didn't beg to be on not one committee that I'm on. Not one.
What's wrong with that? What did he say? What did he say about George Raveling? Oh,
in the YouTube feed.
Oh, okay. Hey, y'all, we got to get out of here.
I'm just letting you know, guys. So when people come like that, think about it. The nonchalant attempt to discredit something that's very credited and validated. This is your city, man.
Yeah. And guess what?
It's your city. It helps it all, because if you have influence with me, then you indirectly have your fingerprints on a possible vote for somebody.
Doug Jones. Excuse me. Doug Jones. I tried to tell them that, Jimmy. I just hope they heard me. Better get y'all butt to that event. And if you can't make it next year, then just what you do. Send them an email saying, hey man, put me down right now. I'm there next year. That's all we saying. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, that's it, man. We can stand to slide down Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Monday. We got some more stuff coming for you this week. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday. Big show tomorrow. We're gonna talk a lot of things. And
Chris Walker gonna be here this week. Chris Walker gonna come on the show this week too.
Yeah, and we may have a surprise for you. I forgot to get on top of it. We may have a surprise. I told you last week, we might just go into the studio one day this week and just show y'all and just surprise y'all with a blast to the past and do the show live on location from the radio station, one of the radio stations. Just hold tight on that. Also, speaking of Chris Walker, his book, and I listened to his interview
Elephant
last
in
week.
our room, not the elephant in the room. The elephant in.
Yeah, they kept messing the title of the book up. I was tripping because the guy kept messing up the title of the book and kept saying it wrong. And Chris Walker, you know what? That goes to show. You can tell how the guy was talking on the Sirius radio show. He must not have known much about Chris Walker at all, because Chris Walker totally marveled one of those guys with his ideology about some of the topics.
He tore him
and
up.
He was like, we got to have him back.
He's
good.
Him up. But guess what?
They don't call him Good Talker Walker for nothing.
Yeah. No. He was in his element. I was so proud of, because I'm sitting there listening. But Jimmy, those two guys are actually, they are good at what they do also. They just, he just didn't know. But he got a book out called The Elephant in Our Room. In our room, y'all. Quote, our room. Great book. Pick it up on Amazon. Yes, let's make it happen. I can't wait to read it.
We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna slide down Dino's back and yabba do this thing on this Monday. We'll see you guys in 22 hours. Chop shop. Peace. We up out of here.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.